Okay, hello, I am back from class. It is Monday. Hi, Neo. Hi, baby. It's Monday and it's the last week of class before the winter break, so I have 2 more professors that I wanted to gift something to this year, which would then be all the professors I have so far this semester. I'll see who I have next semester and if I want to give them something, probably. I like giving gifts. So I asked the middle English literature guy today if he wanted something practical or something funny, and I didn't tell him what for, so I think he is thoroughly confused. He said practical, so he's getting a beanie. This is one of my knitting machine's beanies. I made it a while ago. I'm gonna remove it from stock on the site. I'm gonna add a little ghost to it because he talks about ghosts a lot. He organizes little talks with the ghost on the campus, and if he said funny, I would have made a green whale keychain. Because one of the things he taught us is that whales are evil, and the color green is evil, according to medieval people, so that would have been funny. Or like a personal attack on him, because he... Like, the explanation for whales is that they drag sailors to hell or something. So that could be either really funny for him, or he would just be like, what are you trying to do? Either way, he said practical, so beanie with a ghost on it. Making that ghost really quick later, and then we have the nice lady from Pragmatics, and I know absolutely nothing about her. So I can't really personalize that like I did for the lady from a literature class where I knew she liked Calcifer. So she is getting the basic ass option, which is I'm picking a set of cat coasters, and she's getting a pumpkin keychain. I'm thinking that I might want to make the keychain match with the coasters, or I do the pastels. Are these the same size? Oh, those are slightly bigger. Damn. Right. She is like a really bright person for having her class be really early in the morning, so it's either going to be this set of colorful pastellis, which is slightly bigger because the yarn is slightly thicker, or I'm going to match the vibe of the pumpkin and get the little fall color set with the sunflower one. I should really get more of this little Rikurimi yarn. It is super nice for the cat coasters. So like these 3 colors are in the sunflower coaster. The sunflower doesn't really look like a sunflower to me anymore, but it was the goal with it. So I'm gonna lay those out here for me for a second. I also just have 4 of that brown, and then this is a slightly different color. Huh. How many sets? These? Yeah, I don't know. But that bunny, and then I got more Christmas gifts to make, and then I got an email back from the convention people that the Cthulhu has been accepted for their charity thing. So I get to make a pride Cthulhu. Like a little flag on him. And my raffle is allowed. I asked them to make sure that I wasn't breaking any rules for the convention, because I really don't want to break any rules. So I still have to decide what the prize is going to be specifically, but I'm going to have the little game with the 3-leaf and the 4-leaf clovers. I'm probably going to make them keychains, so it's like a little bit more of, even if you lose the raffle, you win something. 3-leaf, 4-leaf, and then you roll a d4, and if you land on 4, you get the 4-leaf one, and then you're lucky. Otherwise you get a 3-leaf one, which is still a nice keychain. And then you get to put your contact info in the little jar, and then at the end of the con, so on the 2nd day, I would pull a name, and they would either get a big prize if I managed to make something huge before the con and bring it there and then just have it as a display piece. To draw an attention, and then the raffle winner gets to receive that. Or they get a custom dragon plushie, which would be shipped to them after the con, so like I'd say a week after, depending on time and stuff. And I'm really excited about that because I like prizes, I like contests, I like raffles. So I'm excited that I'm allowed to do that. And I also think it will just be good business because those keychains, I would then like mark them up slightly. So it's like the price of the keychain and your past participation to win this big ass thing. And I think having like a big centerpiece or just the win something on the stand real quick will draw attention, and then people will look at it for more than like a second, which is fun and good. I'm gonna go with the fall colors. Alright. Making the ghost real quick, I'll show you what the beanie looks like at the end, and then I'm gonna package these and remember to take them to class with me tomorrow. After those two classes tomorrow, I have the literature class on Wednesday, where the professor has already received a gift from me. And then it is winter break, which means that Thursday and Friday are fully dedicated to making sure I have my gifts done. And then I need to also make sure I have my sock done, just one. And then I can do random shit. I am excited to be doing random shit. Okay, I have most of one ear starting the second ear so I can line them up before I decrease. I have wrapped the little coasters with the keychain, so that's a packet. And I've attached the ghost to the beanie. This is the little hat for the bunny, by the way. It looks a little silly. Yeah. That's there, and then the ears go like back here, and then that's how he's gonna look. I'm gonna take a quick break for food and editing, and I'll update you when I have more stuff done. I am very energetic but not like focused, which is a problem. Don't worry about it, it'll be fine. Hi, new location. This is not my room and also not downstairs. This is my boyfriend's room. He's not home today, so I am colonizing his desk because he has the most well-lit room out of the house, which is weird because it's the attic. I would be at the dinner table right now, but our housemate is supposed to be studying for her exam and she likes to do it at the dinner table, so I went upstairs to give her the option to do that. But this is probably going to be just like when I went downstairs to make sure that she could sleep and then she was suddenly downstairs. I don't think she's actually using the table to study. Doesn't matter, I am here. I finished Little Bunny with the big ass ears. The ears took a while, it's fine. His hat is firmly attached to his little noggin, because that was requested. His overalls are technically removable, but they're also just like sturdy and in place. He's got the little tail. Yeah, you look cutie. He kind of reminds me of a little farmer because the overalls are like jean colored. Anyway, he's done. The other little bunny was already done. I kind of want to do a size comparison. Wait. Never mind, she's not in there. I put her somewhere else. Probably in the box with the coasters that is downstairs. Don't worry about it. I wanted to do a size comparison. I'll do that later when I take a picture of them for Instagram. Done. Putting him on the desk in the spot where he will most likely stay. And I started the other gift for his brother, which is going to be oshawott, which is going to be kind of small because cotton and 2.5mm hook, but it's going to be cute, and I think this could stay an acceptable keychain size. I hope so. I'm leaving the little neck open for now because I don't know if I'm going to close up the head entirely and then sew the body on like that, or do the thing that I normally do with open head, open body, sew the open ends together. I'll see that. Anyway, we have the white for his little head, and then I have this darker blue and this little teal color. This is not the exact correct color, but I don't have the exact correct color, so we're dealing with it. For his little nose I got some brown scraps, and then for the little shell I have some yellow. This yellow is a little bit thicker than the rest of the yarn, but that'll be okay. I'll figure something out with it. And then I just have to finish the rest of these things and make that elephant shape out of it. I wanted to do the Pokemon first because that's more fun. Like, the elephant is going to look super cool and be like the biggest thing out of all of them. But I like the small things that are done faster. Because then you get to hold them and they're done and it's fun. I'm gonna work on the oshawott some more in here. But first I think I'm going to the store to get myself some snacks. Because I am all out of snacks. I have nothing to snack on and I am a little bit hungry, but it's not dinner time yet, so we're gonna solve that. Hi, hello. Now that I have his little freckles and stuff on there, one of them is completely hidden because I pulled the yarn so tight. Now that I have his little freckles and nose, I'm thinking I should have probably gone with the safety eyes. So I'm gonna see what I can do. But little shape, little guy. I'm gonna make his arms and legs and little ear pieces and a tail, and then he's a little boy, a little lad. I'm thinking about just like giving him a piercing and then putting a keychain there. Progress. I'm gonna make dinner now. Hello, it is Tuesday. I have been to class. It's nearly 3 p.m. I took a shower, I ate something, all of the good stuff. Neil, what are you? Why are you chewing on your leash? Right, we have a little harness for the cat so she can go on walks and she's attacking it. Baby! Stop it! Okay, solved. I went to class. The little gifts that I showed earlier, I'm moving this. The little gifts that I showed earlier, they were greatly appreciated. It was fun to do. I finished oshawott. He looks very derpy because of how small he is. And then my boyfriend, the very intelligent man that he is, remembered that his little brother also likes Chainsaw Man, so I could have just gotten him this. The little pochita that I already had. Because I made a pattern for him that's free on my website. Hint, hint, free pattern, pochita. Brr, chainsaw doggy. But because I already finished the oshawott, he's just getting both. Double gift. Thank your brother for being a dummy and not remembering that. And then this was the gift for the sister, little bunny. Because that's two things, I'm probably gonna add like a scrunchie or something to this one. The bunny did take longer because of the ears, so it's kind of evening out. It's fine. This morning when I woke up, I tried on my sock and I realized it was long enough to start working on the toe. So I transferred it onto my ridiculously long DPNs. I ordered shorter ones. They are arriving tonight. So I'm going to leave this be until tonight. And then I'm going to transfer it to the shorter DPNs. And then I'm going to finish my toe. Speed run. Then I took to class my circulars and new sock yarn that I got for the penguin socks. And I started on the ribbing for that. This is going to be what I'm working on when visiting my boyfriend's family. It's going to be socks for him. He'll get them eventually. I am going to show you the grid real quick. Let me pull that up. I saw a picture on Pinterest of a penguin pixel art, and then I just altered that a little bit and mirrored it so that they are holding hands. Can you see that? Let me... This is the ribbing, 15 rows, then penguins. And it's going to be 6 penguins because it's 96 stitches and it fits perfectly. And I'm so excited about that. So that has been started because I didn't feel like taking the flowers to class. Right now I have to go and work on the elephant a bit because that's the only Christmas presents I have left to make. I am hoping to have it done by Friday so I can spend the weekend doing some other stuff before it's holiday stress of socializing. I also just announced a little giveaway over on Instagram. It's a little mystery. That's going to run until the 25th. On the 25th, probably in the evening after the family dinner stuff. It's like late the 25th. I am randomizing a winner and announcing that on Instagram, so you have plenty of time to apply if you watch this in the week it's been uploaded. Because it will most likely be like the whole weekend still. Neo, can you stop that? Little gremlin. I only have to finish the border on this one hexagon flower and then I have to make a bunch of pentagon ones. And then some other ones that I have to look at the pattern for. I am going to try and get at least half of the pentagons done today. That's my goal. And then I get to work on the sock. Yeah, that was my update. Yay. I am a little scattered again. As usual. Whenever my brain cells are fully organized, you won't see me because I'll be doing academic stuff. But I already went to class today and did big brain cell use on practice exams and stuff, so that was fine. My hair is wet. I need to invest in a hair dryer. Every time I shower, my hair is wet for the rest of the day because it's getting long. And whenever that happens, I get the impulse to buzz cut. But I should not be doing that. I should not. It is very convenient, but it's not very nice. It looks kind of silly. I'm gonna work on that time-lapse time, yes. Hello, it is 4:30. I have 15 centers for the pentagons. Yes, pentagons, 5. Finished the final one in the border that I had to do for the hexagons, and then I cut off all the ends that were woven in. Got a couple, like literally 2 rows on the ribbing. And now I'm gonna go continue this mess in bed because I am a little bit cold and my back hurts, so I'm gonna lay down. I might update you tonight and otherwise tomorrow. I don't know. I am not really feeling very talkative today, probably because my back hurts. Alrighty, bye bye. Hi, hello, it is nearly 2 on Wednesday. I have class in a bit, but I have 6 of the pentagon flowers and then all of the centers, working on number 7. I'm hoping to get all of the flowers done before class and then I'll take them to class and work on the outer layer in class. I didn't get as much done as I wanted last night because my back was killing me. And later in the evening I also got a headache and I was super grumpy because of it. I did start on the body of another dragon in orange because I really love the idea of making a jack-o'-lantern dragon. I'm not sure about how I'm going to do the color split though. I don't have time to finish it until after this video is already uploaded, so if you're watching and you have any ideas about which color thing might be better, tell me. I'll put a picture of what the dragon is supposed to look like right here. Reminder for myself, please put that over the painting. I know that I'm making the head and the body in orange for sure, and that the eyes are going to be black, but then I'm not sure about the wings. I could do those in green, or I could do the little frame of the wings in green instead, and then have the wings themselves be orange still, because the frames are thinner, so then that could look like twigs, leaves, whatever, the little twirly bits, stems. I think that's how you call it in a pumpkin. And the dragon pattern has horns, but I was thinking I could also change the horns out for some leafy bits, so then it is truly more like a pumpkin. I could also have the wing frame stay orange and then have the little bits between them be in black. I do think that would look cool, but I don't know if it would stay with the jack-o'-lantern vibe. I could technically, I could make both and then just see which one I like more, but I feel like if I bring both of them to the market and be like, yeah, both of these are jack-o'-lanterns, just in different order, that might be a little bit strange. I'm not sure. I do know that I want to make one that is red with black. What is the starting point for this one? Oh boy, wait, hold up. It's in between here. Okay, cool. I want to make one in red with black detailing. I also want to make a black one with the speckled yarn in the wings, and I think some of the speckled ones and then the detailing in one of the colors in the speckles, so like a pink one with pink in the detailing would work. I need to make a bunch of these dragons, right, because I'm going to that Dungeons and Dragons convention, and I think these dragons are like the perfect in-between of being scary and big, but not insane to make. Because there's a bunch of very cool dragon patterns out there, but those would take multiple days to make, and I can technically make one of these in a day. It was an experience when I did that. But I already noticed that now that I've done the pattern once and I kind of understand it, it's a lot faster. Because I managed to make most of the body, as in like the frame, the actual belly part, not the limbs or anything attached to the body, but most of the body. I managed to do that in like 20 minutes last night while I wasn't feeling well, so that's a pretty good time. Some of these other dragon patterns, they are amazing, but they are ginormous and they would take forever to make, and I don't think I could bring that to a convention because it would take up a lot of my booth space first off, and then it would also be really expensive, and usually really expensive things don't do that well on convention like things. Because people have a maximum budget and there's a lot of vendors and there's a lot of cool stuff for them to buy, so I want to bring more mid-range stuff. I think the dragons like these are going to be the most expensive thing that I'm bringing, because they do take me like 7 hours the first time I made one, I think it was. Hoping if I batch them it's quicker and then I can put them there for like 70, 75, something like that. I haven't really figured out my pricing yet. I know that I'm going to undercut myself a little bit just because I want to bring a bunch of stuff and I don't really care how long it took to make. I just want to bring stuff and also be able to sell it. I am relatively new in this market, so I think it's like a bit less understandable for me to be like, oh yeah, no, you pay me my full hourly wage for everything I make all of the time at a market where they don't know you and most people don't know how long it actually takes to make these things. And then it's also a Dungeons & Dragons audience, which is usually kind of broke because they spend all their money on dice. Understandable. Same for the anime markets that I might want to go to. Most anime fans are either young and don't have a lot of money, or they're just broke because they spend all of their money on stuff at the con, and then you don't want to be that person with this super expensive item that everyone's looking at and talking about but no one's actually buying. Like when I went to a convention a few years ago, there was one stand that was selling a like 500 euro figurine that lights up and it's really epic, and then everyone was talking about it, but not in a positive way. Everyone was talking about how it was like really expensive and kind of dumb to bring to a convention because that's something you should be selling online or in like a special store, and I agreed with them on that. I think having like a centerpiece of something that is a bit out of budget but looks really cool brings attention to you. But if you go so far over the average person's budget, you're going to get some people shit talking, and I am trying to avoid that. The dragons are going to be the biggest thing then. I'm making a bunch of my Cthulhu babies. I still need to write down the pattern for that. I know the pattern in my head, and I make them all the time, but I have to write it down because I want to share it with you. I think you should be able to make whatever I'm selling yourself if you have the patience to sit down and learn how to. I have heard that some people don't like doing this. Like if they have their own pattern and they aren't selling patterns, they just don't want to share the pattern for the plushies that they're making. But I am of the opinion that most of my designs are pretty simple, and that a skilled crocheter, so someone with experience, can just look at them and go, oh, I know how you do that, and then make it. So then I just want to make it accessible to beginners or someone who wants to make it themselves, because if you want to and you have the patience and you want to buy the materials, go right ahead. I don't feel threatened by that as an artist or as someone who sells my crafts, because I buy from small businesses all of the times. I buy my jewelry from Nancy Kawaii shop. I buy a bunch of mugs and t-shirts and tote bags from digital artists, and I buy little ceramics from the clay artists and like pins and badges and stuff like that. And theoretically I could make those myself. I could sit down and make my own jewelry, and I could sit down and I could do ceramics and pottery. I could make all of those things. I could get those things manufactured. I could sew, I could do shirt printing, whatever, but I don't want to spend my time on that. I know that technically I could do it myself, but I don't feel like it, so I'm going to pay this person who does want to do it. And I feel like that's why most people would buy crochet plushies, because it is a really accessible skill, and I am very open in my patterns that I use, and people should be able to make it themselves if they don't have the money to pay me, or they don't want to ship to, I don't know where, the other side of the planet, or they just want to make it themselves. They should be able to if they want to. The sales are for people who don't want to make it themselves, who are either doing a different craft, or they just don't have the time for it, or they don't have the patience. Or certain people I know, like certain crocheters, still buy finished items from other crochet artists because it has a little sentimental value to them, which I think is adorable. Like, imagine you have a friend who is a crochet artist and you are a crochet artist, and you could make their pattern and have it look almost identical, and you still decide to buy it from them because in your brain it's like, but they made it, that makes it special. That's so cute. I love seeing that. I see that happen over on Instagram quite a lot, where the artists I follow are buying from their friends who are doing a very similar craft in a pretty similar style, and then they're buying it just because they're friends and they like want something the other person made. I think that's so cute. But Yeah, I don't think that sharing, but I'm doing this backwards, aren't I? Whoops, distracted. Oh, I already tied it. Wait, flip this around. Okay, it's working. It's going to work, don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3. Saved it. Yeah, I don't think gatekeeping patterns has any value. I completely understand selling patterns. Especially for like complex patterns that you need to do a lot of testing on and that use new techniques and stuff like that. Sell them. I pay for patterns all of the time. I am not a supporter of looking at it and I'll figure it out myself. I don't like doing that just because I share my work. And I feel like I should be crediting people for their skills in designing, even if I'm not like really reading the pattern, because I can tell how they made it from looking at it. Even if I'm not really reading the pattern, I'll still buy it just so I can like check if my idea is correct. And then credit them when I make the thing, because, you know, I didn't think that. How many flowers is this? 3. It's 9. I did 3 of them. That's cool. In like 18 minutes. I'm gonna have some lunch and I think 9. I need 17, so this is half, so I'm gonna switch to the darker blue now. Yeah, I'll have class later. I'm not planning to record another time lapse today because by the time I get back from class it is very dark and gloomy in here. So then I would update you tomorrow. I'm hoping that all of these will be done, but I said something about that yesterday too and then it didn't happen, so I'm not gonna jinx myself. I had a nice little chat. I am amazed that I was actually working on things this time, because I noticed when I did my temperature mood blanket and I was chatting, I stopped a lot. In the editing I noticed that. I like stopped a lot to look at the phone to see if I was still in frame, because the first few times I tried recording that, the phone fell over or it like moved or Neo smudged it and I was like over here and it was weird. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for class, eat something, make a few more flowers, have a lovely day. I will be back tomorrow. Hello, hi, I am in my room. The lighting is absolute ass, don't worry about it. I put the borders around all of the light blue ones, so 9 of the pentagons, and I have the flowers, the 8 of the dark blue ones, and then I have about like 6 more pieces to make after that. Anyway, I did that all this morning, afternoon. I woke up late, don't worry about it. Well, I woke up early, like 5:30, and I was like, no. And then I went back to sleep, and then it was 10:30, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll get up. So I got that done, and then I was like, I am so bored. So I started to do something else, and that something else is this little guy. He's the Pride Cthulhu for the charity thing from the convention. One wing is black, one wing is brown. He's got the rainbow and then the trans colors in his tentacles. And he's got little arms and a little face. He's cute, I love him. This went pretty quick. Like, he's decently sized, so it did take a little while. Especially the tentacles, because all of the color changes. I like the Cthulhus because the tentacles are like floppy. It's fun. Made him, and now I have these 4 parts, and I'm working on the head, making a little turtle, because I keep seeing the meme of the Eurovision saxophone song meme, but then with a Squirtle with the sunglasses, and I need to make a little turtle that is like Squirtle. Now, like, I need to. I have physical pain if I don't. I don't feel like figuring out an actual Squirtle pattern, and I don't feel like making a land turtle, because I don't know how. So, we're just making the sea turtle in blue and giving it sunglasses, and I will just call him Totally Not Squirtle, and that solves all copyright issues. That's a joke. He's just gonna be a blue turtle with sunglasses, it's fine. That's allowed. I think it should be allowed. But yeah, I'm center pulling from the little partial skeins that I had caked up in my shelf, and it's so fun. Also, you know how I've been talking about how I'm not supposed to be buying yarn? Well, my grandparents gave me money for Christmas. Like the other grandparents, not the grandma that already gifted me yarn, but the other side. They just sent me some money, and they were like, hey, check your account, we sent you some money, okay, Merry Christmas, goodbye. Because they're visiting my uncle who's on the other side of the country. So that's cool. I thanked them, and I made plans to see them in January. I am nice. And right as they texted me that, I was checking if the white chenille yarn was back in stock yet, because it's been out of stock since goddamn August. Longer. The last time I was able to buy it was in June. Was it June? I think it was even earlier, because the last time I was able to buy was for the commissions for my professor from Survey American Literature, and that was last year in the second semester? Yeah, the second semester last year, so before summer break. So that was like within the first half of this year, calendar year, like mid first half of the first calendar year of this calendar year. So it has genuinely been out of stock for over half a year, and I was getting so frustrated with it, because this is the last little bit of white that I have. I have been savoring this. Like, I have been avoiding using it at all costs in case I got something that I really had to have it for. And white came back in stock. Now this what I have here, this is cream. This is not white, because I prefer a little bit off-white. Cream is still not in stock, but white, like actual white was in stock. So I bought 5 lots, which is 20 skeins. And then I also stocked up on some green with the money that my grandparents sent me. So technically I'm following my rule because I'm not spending my own money, but that was my own money because they gave it to me without any rules attached. But now I get to finally make more mushy guys and more eyeball turtles and a panda, and basically anything that requires white I can start making again. I would have liked if it was cream because it just matches the other colors better. But it's fine, it's good, it is a white. If cream comes back in stock, I'm also buying 5, because that took so fucking long to get back. How did they not have any white yarn for over half a year? Was I just missing it every single time? I checked it 3 times a week. I was checking that 3 times a week. Did it just sell out every time right before I checked? Because that's also fucked up. Stock more of it, make more of it. If you're selling out of it that quickly, make more of it. I know it's possible. Like, it might be inconvenient or whatever, but they would be making more money. Anyway, that's coming at some point in January. It's like a 2-week shipping. I'm very excited. I am also very chaos brained right now. It's like 10 p.m. I am not sleepy at all. I had dinner like less than an hour ago. I am going to be awake for a while. I'm hoping that either I finish this turtle and then I make another plushie, Or I finish the pentagons. I don't care which one it is. I have until Monday to finish the elephant. If I don't finish it tomorrow, it's fine. I wanted to finish it it's Thursday, by the way. I wanted to finish it tomorrow so I could make chaos shit during the weekend and like enjoy my vacation, but if I'm just kind of sprinkling throughout, it's fine too. It'll get done. It's fine. I'm excited about this turtle. I'm gonna finish it. Alright, thank you. Hi, hello. I was up until 2 a.m. last night because, first off, totally not Squirtle. I love him. And then Aspen, one of my friends who commissions me a lot, texted me that they needed a little pink mouse. So here is a little pink mouse. Got a little tail. A little D6. This was a pain to make. It's got all of the numbers on it and it's attached to the little arms. And a little star on her head. Little star. A little baby. It's using the pattern from Complicated Knots. Technically it's a rat, but we're calling her a mouse. And I wanted to show you how silly she looks in the box. First off, there's a few stickers that I'm putting in because stickers. Tuck in her little tail. And then her butt fits perfectly. And then she has to tuck in her head. Here you just kind of squish her. And she fits right in. So I'm gonna send her off. That was my update for today. For so far. It's I'm probably doing a lot more today. There. She fits perfectly. Imprisoned. In jail. Hi, good morning. As you can tell from the time lapse that hopefully was in frame, I am attaching the parts of the elephant. It's Saturday, this is a day later than I was intending to do it, but it's still well on time. Because the deadline is like Monday and then we leave at like 8 a.m.-ish, so I have quite a while to finish this still. This is the first round. You can see the legs. I assume these are the legs. I am amazed at how someone figured out how to attach all of this to make it shaped like an elephant, but at least I didn't have to do that. Right, I have numbered the parts as I'm attaching them because my instructions are just numbers and then a little grid, but I don't understand the grid, so I'm following the written text only. And then I need to be very sure of which part is which. I started on this as soon as I woke up, so I haven't eaten anything yet, and it's been like 3 hours of me finishing the last octagon and deciding I'm sewing stuff together before I'm making the ears. I still have to make the ears. I could do that really quick. I just wanted to do the sewing. And then maybe halfway through the sewing I take a break to make the ears, so it's not just all sewing because this uses a mattress seam. And I don't really like mattress seaming that much. But I'm gonna have some food and then I'm gonna do round 2, which is all pentagons and confusing joins. So I hope I do it correctly on the first try, because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare. I also have... Oh, she's really close to the table. A little baby! A little gremlin! And she tried to eat a paperclip last night. I have no clue how a paperclip even got in the house, because I haven't bought any in years. But she tried to eat it. Oh, you're sitting so dignified. You keep your wrists straight, babe. This is bad for you. You're gonna get kitty arthritis. Yeah. What a cutie. She is being affectionate, probably because I was upstairs a lot last night. And to finish these, because I was also playing a game during it. We have food and then more sewing and then elephant. Right, hello. It is 4:30. Still Saturday. This is my progress on sewing up the elephant. He's got a little booty. These I assume are the legs. And then it kind of has like a butt and then a little bit of torso. I am on the last part of row 3. And there is 8 rounds, and then I have to sew on the neck after stuffing it. It's getting dark, and I cannot sew while it's dark. Like I can, but it's absolutely horrendous. So I'm going to finish it tomorrow. And that's fine, because tomorrow's Sunday and I don't have to have it finished until Monday. So I'm good. I'm on schedule. I'm behind on what I wanted, but I am on schedule. And I'm here to tell you this because I do not want to edit tomorrow evening. And I have been postponing editing so I could show you the elephant finished. So I'm gonna have to push off the elephant to the next one, I think, because I am not editing tomorrow evening. Absolutely not. Tomorrow evening I'm going to be stressed the fuck out, and then I'm not back home until Tuesday, and Tuesday I'm busy, and then Wednesday my parents are here, so I cannot edit until Thursday if I don't do it today. And that's a little bit long, like that's way too many days in one video. I already have a lot of time, so postponing the elephant. But we have like the little Pride Cthulhu, and I think we had oshawott too. Was that still this time? Everything is mixing together, don't worry about it. We finished some things. I just wanted to finish the elephant, but that's okay. You'll see him next time, I'm sorry about that. The giveaway is still going until Monday. I realized that I will be uploading this later than I was intending. So you'll have less time to go over onto Instagram and join that. No worries about that because I will be doing another one probably around February. Yeah, that's the plan, around February, I think. And you can definitely get into that one if you're watching now, because you already know what's gonna happen now. And it's December still. I am hopefully going to get a lot done in the week, like after Christmas and then between Christmas and New Year's. Because that's basically like my crochet time, don't worry about education. And then as soon as January 1st hits, I have essays to write. So look forward to that, I guess. Go for the giveaway if you want to. I will record tomorrow of me finishing the elephant and packing gifts and stuff. I'm not actually packing them because I'm packing them at the place where we're gift giving, because they have so much gift wrap there and we don't have any. So it was just like, don't buy any, just use it at the house. And I'm like, okay, I'll shove it in a bag, I guess. Don't look. I don't think I will film anything while I'm there because that's kind of weird. But I will show you what I made while I was there. And yeah, I definitely will not be filming anything while my parents are here because that is even more awkward. But I will be showing you what I make while my parents are here because my mother crafts too, so she definitely won't mind if I am just working on stuff while they're here and having a chat and having a late Christmas. So that should all be fine. Thank you so much for sitting through this whole bunch of me talking. I think I have a lot of footage. I might like cut some bits out to kind of shorten it because I did ramble on quite a bit at some point. I hope you enjoy whatever winter holidays you celebrate, or if you do what I do, which is make your own little winter rituals. I hope you enjoy those. and I will see you after the holidays.